Welcome to day 8. Look, we all know AI can be an amazing tool for innovators, but let's be honest, it can also make our thinking, well, kind of lazy and shallow. So today, we're going to learn a super disciplined TRIZ method to use AI as a true partner, not as a replacement for your brain.
This really gets to the heart of it. AI should be something that helps our creativity, not something that does the creative work for us. But if we're not careful, it is so easy to fall into that trap of just letting the tool do all the heavy lifting. And that right there, that's the real danger to innovation.
So you're at a fork in the road. On one side, you can treat AI like an oracle. You just feed it a problem, and you get back these generic solutions that completely replace your own thinking process. Or you can use it as a thinking amplifier, a tool that literally multiplies your own creative and analytical power. I think you know which path we're taking.
So, here's the big dilemma. What happens when we jump to AI for ideas before we've even properly structured the problem? We end up skipping the most important part of innovation, our own critical thinking. The fix? It's simple. We have to introduce discipline before we even think about touching the tool.
And that fix, that discipline, comes from TRIZ. The method we're going to learn today forces you to use AI only after you've structured the problem, and only under very specific constraints. This is exactly how you stop getting those shallow, useless outputs and start getting real, powerful results.
Okay, so let's get into the core principles behind this whole approach. Structure before automation.
These principles are absolutely key to keeping you in the driver's seat. First up, and this is huge, structure precedes automation. You have to define the problem before the tool ever sees it. Then, you use constraints to increase the quality of the solutions. By narrowing the AI's focus, you get back way sharper ideas. And this is crucial. Human judgment remains essential for the final call. And finally, you have to separate idea generation from evaluation to prevent your own bias from killing a brilliant but maybe strange idea before it even has a chance. Simply put, the AI generates, you decide.
This entire process really starts at the heart of TRIZ itself, contradiction resolution. See, instead of some weak compromise, TRIZ forces us to find a truly inventive solution that resolves a conflict. Think about it. A material that needs to be both incredibly strong and incredibly lightweight. Identifying that contradiction, that's the critical human step we have to take before we ever even think about AI.
So how do we actually put all these principles into practice? Okay, this next part is going to lay out the exact disciplined process for turning AI from that lazy oracle into a powerful co-thinker.
Now, this 5-step method is where the rubber meets the road. You start by stating your goal, your true north. Then you define that core contradiction. You select the TRIZ principles you want to apply, but here, steps 4 and 5, this is the secret sauce. You constrain the AI. You tell it to only generate idea variants based on your inputs. No explanations, no advice, no evaluations. This keeps the AI firmly in its role as an idea generator, not a strategist. And when you follow this process, this is what you get. It's not some single, flimsy answer from a machine. No. It's a large, structured set of ideas for you to evaluate. You maintain complete ownership of the thinking process, and you create that clear, clean separation between generating ideas and judging them, which is just a vital discipline for any innovator.
And this quote just nails it. This is the shift in mindset. When you start using this framework, AI stops feeling like a replacement for your brain and starts feeling like a genuine force multiplier for your own intellect. It's a game changer.
All right, understanding the theory is one thing, but actually building the skill, that requires practice. So for your next step, you're going to apply this method directly. So to put this all into practice and really make this skill your own, you've got a choice to make. You're going to pick one of 2 project paths to follow for the rest of the course.
Okay, option 1. You can apply this AI TRIZ process to a real business challenge you're wrestling with right now in your own work. Or option 2, if you'd prefer a more guided approach, you can practice the technique using our detailed Hoover Dam case study. Either path you choose, the goal is exactly the same, to master this method.
So which is it going to be? A current problem you're facing or the case study? The path you pick is totally up to you. But the real question you should be asking yourself is this. Are you ready to stop asking AI for answers and start using it to multiply your own thinking?